Hi guys, I am Brodd and I am a sport podcaster. My name is NRM Chubike Alexander, aka Symply Brodd. I'm a podcaster, I am a social media manager, I'm a digital marketer, I'm a content and copywriter, and I am the host of Brodd Talk. I am a Chelsea fan, and Brodd Talk is a Chelsea FC podcast. So that's basically everything about me. Yeah. My creative process starts with watching a football match, and not just watching a football match, watching a Chelsea FC match, uh, listening to radios, radio programs, reading blogs, and not just blogs like news articles from credible sources. I know. So when a football news breaks, especially the Chelsea news, or after a Chelsea match, I just do more research and brush up the stats and everything, and that's it. Basically, watch, read, listen, and then do more research and then deliver. That's it. Social media is like where my market is currently. So most of my audience are on social media. So I use social media to post, share the links to my episode and everything. So basically social media, that's how I market my podcast. Most viral podcast. I don't like calling it viral because if you understand what viral is, it did not really go viral. I would say the podcast with the most listened, the most downloads is actually the episode I titled "Keep Trusting the Process." Keep trusting the process, and that was when we were having a very disaster. We were having a disaster of a season. That's last season during Graham Potter's time. After that 1-0 loss against Southampton, bottom place, managerless Southampton. I recorded the episode. I just came up with the idea. I wanted to actually do the normal thing, which is come and bash all the people, all the players, all the manager, every normal thing that happens after a football game. That was what I was planning to come and do. But then I sat down and say, I want to be different. Always, I want my podcast to be different and everything. So why do I want to do what everybody? Because every YouTube channel, every podcast will do the same thing, and that's what they actually did. They said talking bad about manager. I said, okay, let me tell them, let's keep trusting the process. And that was just basically what I did. Just 8 minutes. It was unscripted. It was straight from my heart, and it is one of the best episodes I've recorded, and it has the most listening and most download. My favorite player is the GOAT, Cristiano dos Santos Aveiro Ronaldo. That's basically, yeah, he's my favorite player of all time. And I say the greatest of all time. A football coach, a football coach, because I started my podcast on the 11th of June 2022, and before I actually started podcast or moved into podcasting, I was looking for coaching opportunities. I was looking for courses. I wanted to apply to National Institute of Sport to take one of their diploma in sports management and everything. So I was really looking into that direction. I've always loved football. So I've always wanted to do something about football. Immediately I realized that I will not be able to play football professionally. So I decided that okay, let me dive into coaching. But then I also love to talk about Chelsea. I love to talk about football. I love to watch and have nice discussion. So when I heard about my friend was a podcaster, actually was talking about his podcast, and then somebody just told me, wait, you can also talk about Chelsea. Why not do it? And that's how I started podcasting, and then kind of left the idea of coaching. So yeah, do I look up to anyone? Yeah, starting with one of my biggest problems, which is consistency. I look up to one person, which is Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo is one of the most consistent footballers ever. So he has put in 20 years of hard work, and I tell myself sometimes if I can put in 20 years of hard work, I know that I will be the best in whatever it is that I'm doing. So that, and then when you come to podcasting, I look up to Edmond Norris. So he's the host of Vibe with Edmonovi's podcast. And one thing is, that podcast is the number one sport podcast in Nigeria. So, and I want to have the number one sport podcast in Nigeria. So, who best to learn how to do that than from him? So, that's one of the reasons why he's one of the top people I look up to. Then every other person in the sports industry, whether they are journalists, they are writers, they are reporters. I just love people around sports. So I stay around them, try to listen to them, and try to read what they've written, like some of their articles and all. So yeah, that's basically people I look up to. When it comes to challenges, I've mentioned my first challenge, which is consistency. I had a big issue with consistency, especially last year when I started. I had to like take a break from June till October, so there was no new episode. So that was one of the biggest things I was facing, trying to be consistent, trying to put up episode daily. But it was kind of hard. But I moved on from there. I spoke to somebody, and the person had to give me a formula to kind of succeed. Because after a while, I grew tired of it, and I said, okay, I don't want to do podcasting. I don't want to even. I just want to leave podcasting completely. And the person said, okay, come. You have a problem with consistency. The way to beat consistency is to be consistent. So let me give you this challenge. Pick any number. You can be 10 episodes, it can be 100 episodes, it can be 6 months, anything you want to do, a time frame, number of episodes, and tell yourself that I'm going to put my all in this podcast for this number of months or this number of episodes. So until when I get there, I'm going to stop podcasting. I'm going to abandon podcasting. But one thing is that I'm going to do it consistently. And I said, okay. And from when I said that, I just gave myself a certain number. I said, when I get to this certain episode, I am stopping the podcast. But I found out that after doing this for 3 months straight, being consistent, bringing out new episode every weekend, or every week rather, it became part of me. So now I don't think, even if I get to that number of episodes, I told myself I'm not going to leave. So that's one of the ways I kind of grew out of that challenge, because I spoke to somebody that was already a content creator and knew and understood what it is. I am Symply Brodd, and you are watching Creative Chronicles with the underrated YouTuber. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss quality content.
Thank you guys for watching this awesome episode of Creative Chronicles. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Instagram at ABADGreat. And also don't forget to listen to the Symply Brodd's podcast on YouTube at Symply Brodd and on Spotify at Symply Brodd. See, I come your way next time. Peace.